this video gonna be a random or a video of many things. It ain't gonna be random. It's gonna be many things. So it might be both. Whatever. However you want to word it. You put the title. You make it your title, and I'll do the talking. And you can talk with me. Add your comments below. But anywho, this is my hair the second day. This is not what the video totally is about. I hate these classes. But anyway, I have a lot of things on my mind. I'm about restoring and, you know, making things work. Broken things can be fixed, you know. It takes a lot of work to fix broken things or pieces, and making sure you put all the pieces together. But once you put that thing back together, you see the beauty in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you bought a vase or a vase, or however you want to word it, and it costs you $200-300. Now, I don't have that type of stuff. So, but for those, just for an example, and you paid for it, and it was so beautiful, and you just enjoy looking at it and sharing it with people, and you know, and somehow that vase or vase got broken, and it was very expensive. It could cost, and you enjoyed that vase and it took some stranger or some person that came in and broke it. You didn't break it, but somebody else broke it. Would you take out the time and fix that vase over? Would you take out the time and get the glue, sit down, put the pieces back together? Or would you throw it in the garbage? It's not unfixable. You know, it broke in like 2-3 pieces where you can put back together. And you couldn't see the seams where you mended back together. Or you know what? You do see the scars. You do see the seams. Let's put it that way. You see the seams where you put this vase or vase back together. Is it worth you doing that? Is that vase or vase important to you? You really, really love this vase. It meant so much to you, and there are so many sentimental values with this vase or vase for you. Or let's say your grandmother gave it to you, or it was given to your great, you know, it was a family heirloom. And is it worth you putting those pieces back together? Or do you just throw it in the garbage? Trash it? That's what I see going on today in a lot of marriages. Trashing marriages. Just throwing them in the garbage. And I want to ask a question to a person who have been married 2, 3, 4 times, whatever the number is, more than once. Can you honestly say that your first marriage was the worst thing you ever had? What I mean by that, look at yourself and look at that other person. Can you say that you was the perfect person in that marriage, and they was the person with all the issues, and they just could not get it right? Just a thought there, because I have a lot of things going on with friends, and it hurts. You know what I'm saying? It hurts me here to see, and family members, to see these types of things going on. You know, I've been married for 21 years. I'm trying not to cry here. I've been married 21 years. And I can say there have been times I packed my bags in the beginning. I fought. I was rebellious. I was a lot of problems. You understand me? My husband had issues. And so did I. But you know the difference was? I stayed here. I stayed with my husband through all of that. Yes, I packed my bags and I left. You know, and it hurt. work. I don't like arguing. I don't like that. I don't like all this yelling. I don't like it. It bothers me, you know. But then one thing I've learned, I had a lot of problems. Got married at 18, was not told or taught anything about marriage. Because look at what I came out of. You know, I couldn't base my marriage on somebody else's. You see, that's where a lot of problems come in at. Every case is delicate and different. So, yes, even my mother-in-law even came from the Bahamas. She was there visiting us. And I packed my bags and I was leaving. I'm like, no, what? What? I'm gone. I'm out of here. And she was like, baby, I understand what you're going through. I know what you're going through. But don't leave. I didn't care what she was saying. I'm up out of here. But I didn't go nowhere that day. And let me tell you, if I would have left, I wouldn't have been where I'm at today. When I say I mean we, me and my husband wouldn't be where we are today. Is everything perfect in our life? No. Do I want to sometimes don't want to be married? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I have the moments. I have those moments where I'm like, oh boy, you know, but then I check me out. What you doing to cause this? You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, something about Jesus Christ, something about the Holy Ghost will show you things about yourself. Now, it's a matter of you listening and looking within yourself. I'm going to tell you, I'm not who I was 21 years ago. I am a better person. And I thank God for my husband, because out of every person that's been in my life, my husband is the one that made me feel like I matter. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that in the beginning, baby. It wasn't like that 10 years later. It took some time. I'm telling you, we used to curse each other out. I would pull out a knife, box cup, whatever. I'm fighting. It's time to fight. You know? That was me. That was me, because I'm me. Who is you? You know? But yeah, I mean, all that drama, all that foolishness, I started looking at, okay, if my husband want me to be home when he get home from work, why should I be gone all the time? If he said something about it, that means it bothered him. So I need to start listening to what he's saying. And then he needs to start listening to what I'm saying. Right? We started doing that. And we don't have no perfect marriage, but we have the best marriage that we have. The most beautiful marriage that I can say. Yes, we have disagreements. No, you don't jump when I want him. I wouldn't want my husband to do that, because that to me, that ain't no man. You don't need to be jumping for me. No. Oh, no. But anyway, do he tell me no? Yeah. He didn't do that at first, but I had to get used to that word no. You know. But marriage takes work. It's like a garden. You can't just plant your seed in the ground and leave it. You gotta go there. You gotta put some water on there. You gotta pull up them weeds, them bad things up out of there. And I'm talking about yourself. You gotta take some of them things out. Pray for your husband. Pray for your wife. That they become that person that they needs to be for you. The Bible says, husband, love your wives like Christ loved the church and gave himself for it. And guess what, wives? We got to submit. We got a problem with submitting to our own husband. So we need to submit. Pray that we submit to our own husband, not nobody else. You know, somebody else's husband or somebody else's man or whoever, the pastor. No, my husband come first. What I look like running up into the church or running anywhere, and I got to end my video, and I'm neglecting my own house. But my whole point is, listen, do the work. and watch the beautiful garden that you will have. It's hard. Nothing good comes easy. And everybody, when they see that beautiful garden, they want to take your garden. But that ain't how it works. You work hard in that garden, so you continue to work hard together, you guys, and make it work. Yeah. Don't give up. It's easier to walk away. And I know people who divorced, and this might be a 3 for 2 part video, but they left and then they're more miserable than they ever been. And one lady told me, not one, couple, told me, I see why God said what he said when he said one husband, one wife. Be blessed.